Okay guys, I'm back. So this is what it should look like. Well, I'm doing this in 2019, so if you come on later, it might look different. Oh, there's a new version. Well, I'm not gonna get it. So what you do is you go to downloads, and then let's see, where's it? Can't seem to find it. Downloads. What? Oh, there we go. Download binary, and then you pick yours, and then Linux, whatever processor you're on, and then so once you've got it downloaded, you're gonna open it up. I have it on my toolbar. It might have some context from you. I don't have it. Just ignore it. I decided not to have that because it's pretty annoying every time I log on. So, let's see what my 38. Sweet. So you guys should be getting that hit out soon. Hope you enjoyed that video too. As you can see, I have a lot of content on this channel. So you see it's opened up. This is what it opens for me. This is one of my old files. I don't know why I didn't close it, so let's just close the project. So it should look like this. Pretty okay. So let's proceed the tip of the day. I like these tips. They help you a lot. You should check them out. I'm gonna click on show tips. Let's start up. You can disable these tips. Yeah, I knew that. You can have more than one object. Sweet. Yeah, so you guys should go check those out. Okay. So we're gonna create a new project. Console application. Go. Some other things might pop up for you. Just try to get it going. I think this might be like straightforward, that part, because I got it on myself. I don't mean to offend anyone here, but it still should be straightforward. So I'm gonna name this one. So since I'm teaching you guys, I'll be like YouTube video to video 1, because I might make some more, and then I'm saving it on my desktop. Yeah. So next, you want this, all these stuff. I'm gonna give you a second so you can check if you have all this stuff, because I had to change a few things when I first had this. Okay, click finish, and it should load up. So we don't see anything. So that's because if over here you can see our workspace. That's where all our stuff goes. This is the file that we just made. And then sources, that's where our coding file is, the actual file that we're coding on. And then you open, it's called main CPP, probably. That's what I like mine to call it. Yours might be different because it might automatically set it to something else. That happened to me once. Wasn't enjoyable for me because I don't really like it that way. But yeah. So main CPP, let's open it up. So that is what it should look like. So we'll go over this in a sec. So don't delete anything here. So if you start at the top, include IOStream. This just makes it so it's normal C++, nothing out of normal. And then using namespace std. That's just making sure we're using IOStream. And then this right here is a function. We'll get into that later. And then it's called main. And then cout, hello world, end line. That's printing something. And then ending the line and going to the next line. And then we're returning 0. So we make sure there's no mistakes. Now there's actually something we need to add here, but we'll add that in a sec. So for cout, it's a, I don't know how to explain it. It's just something you use to it. Just think of it as something you would use to print something out. And then for return 0, we're just making sure there's no mistakes, because you could do, I actually tried to make many mistakes on purpose once, and did one number above that many mistakes, and it actually ignored all those mistakes and just did what it thought I wanted it to do. Just return 0 helps you a better programmer. So if another programmer use your code and they're like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, like, oh. So we're gonna add a comment. Like you might comment on YouTube. There's also things called comments in coding /C++. So what you would do is, I think it's // yeah, // and then you write whatever comment you want. And it won't understand this, but it doesn't care, because the computer sees it's a comment, so it just ignores it. This is just for readers to see what the next line does, or something above it does, or something next to it. If you want, you can do Control-C, copy, paste, Control-V, and you can see everything after the 2 slashes is a comment. Nothing before the 2 slashes are a comment. So let's just delete that and move it back over here. So let's actually see what it says. So let's recap. Cout. So let's just type cout. Says, tells the computer to print whatever is in the 2 quotation marks. Okay, I spelled that wrong. Marks. Okay, let's see. I forgot about this. Okay, let's just ignore this. If you know how to type quotations correctly, just, oh, whoa, I never knew that. That's pretty cool. You can see it says right there, but I need it to spell like, so, whoa. Oh, sweet, that's really cool. So that's something that, Code Blocks helps you with. It helps with spelling too. So, yep. And then we can do another comment saying that end line tells the computer to end the line, and the next code will be printed out on the next line. So yeah. So now let's try running it. Up in the corner you'll see run, build and run, and just build. I like to do build and run so my thing is always up to date and I can just run it right away. So you'll see that it runs, takes a bit of time because it is going through the code, and you see popped up and it says hello world, right, like in the quotations. Process return 0 times 0, execution time 4.9. This says how long it took to execute, and then process return 0, which means there were no mistakes found. And then we press any key and it quits, which is pretty cool. Now something better, I like to do, it opens one more so we can have a look at it to make sure there's no mistakes, because are sometimes that there are multiple choices that you could take, and we have to check both. So we could do system, parentheses, caps lock, pause. And then, oh, and I forgot, after every single line, you're going to need a semicolon, except for comments and things like functions. So let's build and debug. Yeah, you see, we got an error, return 0 helped us here, telling us that there was an error. So, like I said, we need quotations here. And then if we run it now, you can see it worked on this one, and it won't tell us how fast it took or how long it took. That's just because, yeah. And we did click on something outside, so that apparently works for that. So, yeah. And you can see it works. So, yeah, that's about the end of this video. Maybe I'll put this in a playlist. Look what I did here. Okay, I'll fix this, and we'll get another video in here. So, yeah. Peace out. And make sure to subscribe.